What made you never touch a game again? I introduced my girlfriend Sarah to Animal Crossing during lockdown, thinking it would be a cute way to spend time together while stuck inside. She'd never been into gaming before, but watching her face light up as she designed her first house made my heart melt. This is actually really relaxing, she said, curled up next to me on the couch. I get why you love this stuff. At first, it was perfect. We'd play side by side, visiting each other's islands, trading fruits and flowers. Sarah would get so excited showing me her latest decorating projects that she'd bounce in her seat like a kid on Christmas morning. But then something started to shift. I'd wake up at 2 a.m. to find the TV still glowing, and Sarah hunched over the controller, eyes bloodshot and focused. When I asked if she was coming to bed, she'd mumble, "Just 5 more minutes," without looking away from the screen. "Babe, you've been playing for 6 hours straight," I'd say. "I'm almost done reorganizing my museum. This is important." Those 5 minutes turned into staying up until sunrise. I'd find her asleep on the couch, controller still in her hands, island music playing on loop. What really worried me was how she started talking about the villagers like they were real people. She'd get genuinely upset if one of them moved away without warning, spending hours trying to convince them to stay. "Tom Nook is being unreasonable about my loan again," she'd complain over breakfast, dark circles under her eyes. I tried to laugh it off, but something about her tone made my stomach turn. Then she started calling in sick to work, just once or twice at first, claiming she had a headache. But I could hear the game's soundtrack playing softly in the background during her calls. "Sarah, you love your job. What's going on?" She'd just shrug and say she needed a mental health day. But I watched her play for 12 hours straight on those sick days. That's when I realized she wasn't eating regular meals anymore. She'd grab handfuls of crackers or cold pizza without pausing her game, not even tasting the food. Her clothes started hanging looser on her frame. I tried suggesting we take breaks, maybe go for walks or watch movies together, but any time away from the game made her anxious and irritable. "You don't understand," she'd snap. "I have responsibilities on my island. My villagers need me." Her friends stopped calling after she ignored them for weeks. When her mom visited, Sarah barely looked up from the screen during their entire conversation. "Honey, are you feeling okay?" her mom asked, concerned. "I'm fine," Sarah mumbled, frantically shaking trees for fruit. "Just busy with some important projects." Her mom looked at me helplessly. I just shrugged, not knowing what to say. That night, I found Sarah's work laptop buried under a pile of laundry. When I opened it, I saw dozens of unread emails from her boss, getting progressively more concerned about her absences. "Sarah, they're threatening to fire you," I said, showing her the screen. She glanced at it for 2 seconds. "Whatever, this job is temporary anyway. Once I get my island to 5 stars, I'm going to start a YouTube channel." But what really scared me was when I caught her talking to herself. Not just commenting on the game, but having full conversations with characters who weren't even on screen. "No, Isabel, I can't come to the town meeting right now," she'd say to an empty room. "Tell everyone I'm working on the flower garden." I started hiding her Switch while she showered, just to force her to take breaks. She'd emerge from the bathroom and immediately start tearing the house apart looking for it. "Where is it?" she'd demand, panic in her voice. "I need to check on my turnip prices. The market closes soon." The breaking point came when I found her crying at 4 a.m., surrounded by empty energy drink cans and crumpled tissues. "What's wrong?" I whispered, kneeling beside her. She turned to me with tears streaming down her face, and for a moment I saw the girl I fell in love with peeking through. "I think I accidentally sold my favorite villager," she sobbed. "Raymond. He's gone forever. I can't get him back." I reached out to comfort her, expecting her to let me hold her while she grieved this virtual loss. Instead, she looked me dead in the eyes and said, "It's your fault. If you hadn't been nagging me about eating dinner, I wouldn't have rushed and made that mistake." That's when I realized I'd lost her to a world that only existed on a screen.